Welcome, the Xtreme BPM. We do this Tuesdays and Fridays on eJazz Radio and eJazz Extra. This is where we get to talk to people that make the music. And today on the show, we have Javier Alerta on the show. Welcome, glad to have you on the show. How is Bogota, Colombia doing at the moment?
Bless the Lord, Mark. Give thanks for the invitation and give thanks to Stampede for the link.
Absolutely.
Right now I'm here in Bogota, Colombia. Very cold day, rainy day, but holy papaya with you.
Great having you on. And, it did rain also here. It did rain in the afternoon.
Where are you?
Uganda, East Africa.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
Mama Africa. Great.
absolutely. So it did rain here in the afternoon. So it's raining in Bogota right now. So that's, blessings everywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so great having you on the show. We want to start all the way from the beginning. How does the career begin? Because I know we have Alerta Kamarada, founded in 1996. But before all of you came together, how is the start for you, Javier?
Well, in the music, I start because my family showed me the music. Here in Colombia, we got an island, a Caribbean island called San Andres and Old Providence. And in that island, the reggae is like the music of that place. Reggae, calypso, chatis, mazurka, pasillo, mento. And that music was like around my family. My mother loved the music, my father loved the music, then buy the cassettes. And I have the cassette of that time with me. And I think that the influence with the reggae, of course. But my first contact with the music was when I was in the school, like in ninth grade. I began to rapping with my brethren in the school and my roommates, and was very beautiful. And then in '96, like you say, we start this project called Alerta Kamarada. Was a beautiful project with our friends from the neighborhood and different zones of the city, and we start playing like rock, like hardcore, and with little like ska influence. And that's the beginning of this journey. 25 years together, and the possibility and opportunity to travel around the world and show how we feel the reggae and how we understand the reggae and how to express the reggae. Because I know, of course, reggae is from Jamaica, but it's massive all over the world. And I don't know why or how the spirit manifests, because we are in the mountain in the Andes, 2,600 meters of altitude, higher in the mountain. But the spirit of the reggae and the influence and the message, of course, touching us. And we start trying and trying and trying, and was a beautiful, beautiful experience through the years. We can make some albums, we can visit Jamaica, record over there, and visit different countries and perform and express our thing. So it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful moment in my life.
Yeah, and you talk about the album. Your first album as a group, you released that as a band. You released that in 2000. So before we get to that, how was the who were some of how big was reggae in Colombia at the time between 96 and 2000? Because 2000 is when you released your first album.
Yes, we really, really, we don't have like a reggae figure here in Colombia. We not got like a reggae groups or influence or something like that. No, just was our mind. Here in Colombia, in Bogota, my city, the capital city, is more like rock and alternative music and Jolipa influence, because in Colombia we got Jolipa music, salsa, cumbia, vallenato, of course, rock, pop, and things. But my like my my around in my life was like rap, little rap. I listen Jolipa rap, hip hop music, and I think that why I introduced in the music, because I was in school and then I have to go to press the military service.
Oh,
And when I finished the military service, here is obligatory. When you finish the school, you have to go 1 year and service, or police or soldier.
yeah.
I have to spend 1 year in the police, like a assistant or something like that. And after that, Alerta Kamarada start, and was a very great like thing, because I never seen like until where the music gonna hit me or something like that, and it's all my life making music.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you talk about, even because I think you did your first international tours and festivals between 2001 and 2006, right? So how was it traveling, coming from a place where reggae, you didn't have groups to see from, people that you can get influences from in terms of reggae music. You had a very whole different genre of music that was around you while growing up, rap, rock, all these alternative and all these other kinds of music that are within Colombia. So how was it going on these international tours and festivals, and then looking at merging that into what you are doing?
Well, when we start the group, we spend the time listen Lee Scratch Perry,
Oh yeah,
Gladiators,
rest
of
in peace.
course, Bob Marley, Israel Vibration, Israel Vibration, on Holipa music, and we try to eat that knowledge and try to feed
Absorb it.
with this music our souls. Yeah, we're trying and trying, and then we begin to try to express like our reggae, because we really don't know how. Just we express and chiki chiki and doing and trying and trying and trying. And like you said, like around 2000, we got the opportunity to go to the studio and begin to work in our first album studio called Alerta. In that album, we got two songs. One called Legal, and other En lo Profundo, Into the Deep. And these two tunes begin to make noise, like in the culture, in the night, in the bar, in the clubs. We here got some reggae clubs. One of these called Congo was beautiful, with sand in the floor, and with little palms, and good energy around, and very Caribbean style. Black people was the DJs, and beautiful. And that bar, that clubs, where was we go to to see other people like with the same feelings, and to listen the music, and even was our first platform to perform and to show the people what we are doing. Then when we get a little exposure in Bogota, begin like little more big spaces and other clubs, festivals and things. And that's why we got the opportunity to travel outside Colombia and go to Chicago in America and make our first international concert, and then start other things. We go to Mexico, and then we go to Jamaica and record our second album over there. And then after the record of this album, we got the opportunity in 2006 to go to Reggae Sunsplash, when the Reggae Sunsplash come again, because that festival stopped for years.
Yeah.
And then in '06 in Jamaica, start again, and we go and be part of this festival. Was very, very beautiful. Let me start the light, because it's rainy. The rain start again.
Yeah.
And 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 yes, in that time was everything was we are very innocent because we don't know nothing about the business. We are just moving through the music, and
Yeah.
we just want to express our moment, our life, and was a very beautiful experience, like I told you before, to be involved with these brethren and create this group, Alerta Kamarada, and be influenced for other groups here in Bogota and in Colombia to, hey, you can start to do your things too, and holy things. So organic, everything was organic and was very beautiful, and that's why I still doing things.
Ah, okay. And you talked about you are very, at the start, you are more music driven and you aren't more into the business side of things. So at that point, how were you able to maneuver and be able to create a career, minus having knowledge more of about the business side of the music?
Well, we just enjoy the thing. We don't got in mind nothing. So we just want to play and perform and enjoy the shows and all that thing. But we really, really don't know nothing about the business. But in a moment, we are in the business. So we was in the business and begin to happen other things like some people call, hey, I want your band in my show, and but we always independent, always independent. So we are our own roadie, we are our own manager, we are our own everything, everything. So just in that time, just was like feelings, emotions, sensations, and how to express that kind of things. But the music is very sincerely and very honest, and I think that's why we get um, some I don't know the word like I was like in the eye of the people because we are
Hold
very
the
young.
attention, eh?
Me, I was, yeah, the attention of the people because, for example, two members of the band in that time was 14 years, 15 years. So if we go to perform in a club, we can go. We have to wait outside the club
Yeah.
and just in the moment when the go inside because we are minor,
Yeah,
so
you're
we can go.
underage.
Yeah, underage because here everything is under 11,
Yeah. Under 18.
18 or 18 or 21.
Yeah.
But with 15 years, 16 years, we have to spend time outside. And I'm just like 5 minutes or
You
15
see,
minutes before the show start.
you
We
see,
go and then and then so it was beautiful. The people begin to get like the notice of, hey, some young people are playing reggae, good lyrics, good message. It's not like reggae because then got holy pie influence, rock, ska, then play a little cumbia thing and Colombian stuff. And like you say, the attention of the people begin to
to
see
notice.
what them are doing, people are doing. So was a very beautiful beginning for us. And in a moment that I don't know where, we was like in a very big things and doing beautiful things representing Colombian music and great.
Yeah, yeah, and but then since you didn't know more about the music, when you start doing these international tours and festivals, how were you being able to be booked even for the reggae sunsplash, for example, because that's a big festival in Jamaica, and you are the first Latin American band to perform on reggae sunsplash.
Yeah, I think we are the only one Latin American band that perform in Reggae Sunsplash. Maybe one in Argentina called Los Pericos, but I really don't know. But for we was a very big opportunity. Before we go to the festival, 1 year before, we was in Jamaica recording an album called Somos Uno, We Are One. And we produced this album with Sly and Robbie, two tunes, with Junior Reed, with Sugar Minot, Big Jude, Christopher Meredith, different people in different studios, Anchor Studio, One Blood Studio, Free Willy Studio, and then I think then see us like, wow, this different thing, and in that time we got some meetings with the people over there, and then like how we are like feeling the reggae and how we love the culture and how we respect the Jamaican people and all around the reggae and Rastafari. Because before to go to the studio, we went to Bobo Hill and spent time in Bobo Hill to understand why Rastafari. Why Rastafari? We don't have here mentors, we don't have influence, we don't have no elders. So why? So we went to Bobo Hill because Junior Reed opened the door for that. And after that, after service and Sabbath and all around the Rastafari, we go to the studios. First, we go to like read into the Rastafari message.
Yeah.
To understand why. And then we go down in Jamaica, in Kingston, to the studios and start our musical journey, recording this album. That this album opened the doors for us in many ways, because one of the tunes into this album that I record in Free Willy Records, produced by Arthur Whale and Neil Amos, called Princesa, over the rhythm, He Speaks Rhythm, was massive in Colombia, and we was #1 in the charts for more than 30 weeks.
Yeah,
So
34 weeks.
big. #1, and all the people begin to sing the tune, and that tune opened the doors for our group to go mainstream in Colombia, and was very, very, very important for us.
So you're doing, which is amazing, because I like that. I like the fact that when you went to Jamaica, you went back in to learn the culture, learn the tradition, Rastafari. What is it about? Connected with the people. Shout out to Junior Reed, who helped you around and introduced you to people. So also, for anyone listening in, if you haven't listened to the music yet, it's reggae. Yes, you will listen to the influences in there, but still, you still having the Latin influence. You can still listen to that and listen to what they're singing about. Even then, they're not trying to only fall one side, but there's the Latin influence, there's the Jamaican influence. You can hear that in the music, even in the performance. When before we got on the interview, I was talking about one of the performances that you just had in one of the theaters, one of the big theaters in Colombia. That you are talking about, which usually they don't bring reggae artists. They are usually theater people making musical theater and all that. But you talked about not knowing the business and doing the music because you loved it and you felt the passion and wanted to give up your message, resistance, all these other things that you put into your music. At what point do you start, checking on the message, on the business side of things? We need to make, we need to start looking after our business, because later on in 2022, you get partnerships with Levi, right? And you get all these commercial
Yeah.
partnerships.
Yes, I think. Well, I think like early in 2000, like when we start to record our first album, and the people begin to like get the impression of what the youths are doing. In that moment, we was like, okay, our life changed. I'm journalist, I'm social communicator and journalist, and others in the band got other professions because we go to the university and study and da da da. But the music we go into the music. And I, for example, in my career like journalist, I put all my knowledge into my music, into my group, into my thing. So I make the press communiques, and I make everything, and the links and the social networks and whole heap of things. We are like a team. And in that moment when the people, like I told you before, start to call, hey, I want to your band in my festival, and ta, 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 we understand that we are in the team. So we are trying to balance everything, and try to put all our efforts in our music, in our shows, into try to spread the message and try to make professionals in the music. And whole heap of things happen in that time, in the between of these things, because we begin to meet very good people into the music, not just in reggae. Here in Colombia, we get good meetings, for example, with a very, very big artist called Carlos Vives. He's huge, Carlos Vives, and like around maybe 2004 or 2005, we go to his place and perform. And that was like a very beautiful link, because 2 years after, we make our one of our first tour with him in Colombia, in a big crowd. And yeah, so the people, the journals and the critics are begin to look. And so that's like like the moment that we understand that we are into the thing. But we still we still knowing nothing about the business. But I don't know why, but we try and try and try and try. And then, like around 2007 or 8, we get our first manager. And
After
this
eight
manager,
years.
and with this team, yeah, after 10 years after,
Yeah.
uh, with this manager and with these people and with this team of, of work, we do more things. And that's why I told you this called Princesa go into the mainstream. And that's why then help us to expose our music.
Yeah, and it's amazing. So yeah, of course, Princesa got to number one for 34 weeks consecutively. So, you know, that's a good achievement. That's in 2008. So when you talk about international collaborations that you got to do, which one? Because I know, it's like a it's like when amazing things happen earlier. You had already met with Junior Reid and gone in Jamaica, recorded an album over there. But what would you say is your most happiest moment with that band when you are touring, making music, and meeting people? And is there a moment where you met someone that had influenced you that you had never met, but then you were able to meet, and kind of is an influence within the reggae music genre that kind of surprised you that I can't believe I met this person?
Well, I think we got or I got two memorable moments in my time with Alerta Kamarada. First of all was a show here in Colombia, in a very big festival called Rock al Parque. Rock al Parque is the free festival more bigger in Latin America. And in that time, we performed in front of more than 100,000 people.
Oof.
Huge, 100,000. The people, whole lot of people. But the most beautiful thing in that show was when we performed Princesa. Princesa is a love song. It's a very romantic song. When we performed that tune, the punks, the metal, the rock, the rough, and everything sing the song. So for us was because before the show, before to start to the stage, we say, well, Princesa is very romantic for this show. What we do? Perform, yes, perform Princesa. And wow, big surprise when the crowd begin to sing our tune and then receive this song in in their lives. So that's very, very special for me. And then when we work with Lee Scratch Perry,
Oh,
Lee Scratch Perry for me was one of the most beautiful moments in life with this band, Alerta Kamarada. Because no, not just for him, but the impact of him into the music worldwide.
yeah.
And to get the opportunity to have close and make music with him, perform for him, and then begin like a relationship with him and begin to see him in other places and bring him to Colombia for different times, like 2 or 3 times more, and perform in Bogota, in other cities, was very beautiful. His influence, his like madness
Yeah.
and crazy things and energy
Yeah.
was beautiful for us. Was beautiful for us, and for me was like one of the best moments in my life, and of course in the time of Alerta Camarada was very, very important.
Oh no, this Scratch Perry, man, rest in peace. And the influence he had on reggae music, and the best line, I can't even talk about how much of an influence he was and the things that he did that, that were like a foundation for, reggae music and everything that came after that he influenced. But, he did pass on in 2021, I think, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so man, rest in peace, Lee Scratch Perry. He was crazy. He was crazy. The hairstyle, the
so
way he would paint his.
he's crazy, and Holipa little histories with him,
Yeah.
Colombia and in Europe. I was with him in Europe. So great moments with him, and Holipa knowledge with Lee Scratch Perry.
Yeah, and so before we get into your new album that you have out, the commercial with Levi, how did that happen?
Well, when I finished with Alerta Kamarada in 2021, in 22 I start to build my thing and start to perform with the music that I got like create, but I never been like launch, never been released.
Yeah.
So we start the 22 performing and show to the people, hey, we are here. Now we are Javier Alerta, new band, new vibe, new energy, ta 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 ta, and 20 and I think at the end of 22 or beginning of 23, Levi's called me and say, hey, I like your like the way you are and your style, and we want to get something. Okay, oh nice, of course, give thanks. So I become the ambassador of the mark, and I be there 2 years with this and begin to make things and commercials, and then send us clothes, and was very good because that platform put us in the eyes of the people too. So it's good for exposure. It's good for still doing our things, and was a very good support too, because reggae music is not like mainstream in Colombia, but for me it's very good because in any way we are like trying to
Export it.
exposure the reggae,
Yeah, expose.
and just yes, and that's not just was good for me, was good for the culture, for the reggae culture in Colombia.
Yes.
See, and all my victories is not my victories. It's my band and the people around, and of course the all the different groups and bands and singers and MCs and DJs and producers around and trying to do things in his local studios, home studios, garage bands and things. So I'm trying to push them to do things and try to be a good influence to them too. That's why in 2004 I start to create some festivals, and in 2004 I bring an artist from Jamaica, and then in 2005 I bring Junior Reed to Colombia, and then in 2006 I bring Sugar Minot. That's why I be there in Jamaica recording with them, and I start a non-profit foundation called Somos Uno, We Are One. And with this foundation, we start a project called Reggae Month. And we celebrate Reggae Month in May here in Bogota, in Colombia. And we try to expose the other bands, local bands, national bands. We want to bring different international bands and do things and try to make links and, you know. So I got the opportunity to do this not for me, for 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 everybody, and
Yeah.
of course, like trying to be focused in my niche in the reggae culture. So
Which is a good thing.
yeah, yeah, and even until today, just in this May, we are starting our reggae month, and we got the final event in June 6th, and I'm gonna bring a brethren from England. He's Jamaican but living in England, Rastavaris. Another brethren from Chile, Cutral Dub. Another brethren from Mexico, and other brethren from Ecuador, and of course people from Colombia, but not just from Bogota, different cities from Medellin, from Tunja, different places to try to expose the music that they do. It's very important, and try to push them go and don't don't don't
Give
don't
up.
fall, don't give up, don't give up. Still go.
Yeah, I like that with all the success that you were able to accomplish with the band, and then now with Javier, Alerta, as with your band, you're still being able to create a platform to try and expose the culture, to try and encourage young uh, artists to come up, whether it's MCs, whether it's people in the band, or artists, to be able to have a platform where you can easily expose the culture to them, and they can also follow your footsteps and maybe grow the reggae culture within Colombia and be able to take it to a different level, and still appreciate the pureness and the raw talent that comes within, because you're still giving up and coming artists, new artists, but also other players within the sector, which are the DJs, the MCs, and all these other people, to have a platform that you get to do through your not for profit platform that is able to promote the culture. So you have a brand new album. We're going to talk about that is that you did produce in London, and which is called Brixton in Love, and that was you recorded that between 2024 to 2025. So guys, on the Xtreme BPM on eJazz Radio, we are still talking to Javier Alerta with his brand new band. Before that, we were talking about him and the other band that he was in, which was Alerta Kamarada, that was
Yeah.
all the way from 1996, right? And with all the success touring with the, you know, doing many festivals and doing a lot of other shows across the world. Guys, the Xtreme BPM eJazz Radio and eJazz Extra. So we are still talking to Javier Alerta on the show, guys. And so we talked about the commercial with Levi, coming into Colombia and being a good groundbreaking, endorsement for you, and to be able to even put the whole culture of reggae music in Colombia on notice, and even uplift it. And we talked about your nonprofit, which is also helping uplift the culture. But you decide to go solo, right? As and do Javier Alerta as you. So how has that journey been? And when you come out as a solo act from the band that you started with in 1996, how did that journey become? And talk to us about even the EP that you put out before we get into the album, which is Brixton in Love that you recorded in London.
Well, when Alerta Kamarada finished, because our time was finished. Was a good process, was a good life and good experience. But God gave me that opportunity to start my own band with my very great team of people around me. And like we talked before, this thing with Levi's and thing was a very, very big beginning for me in my solo career. But I'm not solo. I'm with
You're in a
Holy
band.
people around. No, this is very important for me because I got a very group of artists, musicians with me making music, composing, trying to make strategies to build our music. So in 2023, we go to the studio for the first time with this new band and record a EP called Crossroads, Cruce de Caminos. In this EP, we got 5 tunes. One tune is very love song, beautiful song called Esto es Amor, is this love. Other called, very mystically called Águila, Eagle. Other that I wrote for my city, Bogota, called La Bogota, is a ska. And for now is big, this tune, La Bogota. And other called El Final de la Poesía, is like a very conscious lyrics because other music, the message is not good.
Yeah.
So I write a thing that why the poetry is finished or what? What happened? And the other tune is Dance Hall Criminal. It's like a history of the street. It's like a dance hall thing. That's our first thing in studio, 2023. And this music, this new music, give us the opportunity to show the people what we are like feeling in this new evolution. See, and then and 24 in September 24 we go to London and we make this album called Brixton in Love, and we work with Dennis Bobel. So it was very important for us. Dennis Bobel is a very great figure in the dub and in the music in the reggae scene.
Legend.
And yeah, he's a legend and he's a great human being. He's a very, very great human being, very humble, and he's a master. He's a and we work together. For us was a very great opportunity to learn, and we create this beautiful album.
That's the vinyl version.
That's the vinyl version. I do this vinyl version and it's hand cut,
Oh,
just just a limited edition with not too much copies because but it's like a cultural object, a collection thing for the people. So and means a lot for me because it's very good music. The A side of this album is the original version, and the B side is the dubs. So right now in platforms you can find the A side, but the people who buy this album got exclusive the dubs. See, maybe in June or July I'm gonna upload the dubs to the platforms, but for now it's like my gratitude to the people to help us and support the band, buying the vinyl, and then get for them exclusive the dubs.
amazing, amazing. Yes. And that's the so if at the moment can people still buy the vinyl version?
What?
At the moment, can people still order and buy the vinyl version?
No, it's finished. Went fast. Like in 2 or 3 days,
Yeah, it was done.
fast. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful.
So if people miss the vinyl version, are you going to make any other versions again, or you decided to make it a limited edition and you
Yes,
want?
it was a limited edition. Maybe if I got the opportunity to press, to make something press, maybe. But like this is a double album. One is the originals and the other is the dubs. I think this don't gonna happen no more. This is just the thing, and but I got the hope to press something and maybe come again.
Yeah, hopefully. So yeah, so that we can add to the vinyl collection. I have artists, I think so far. Oh yeah, recently I received my vinyl collection, the white edition though, of
Oh,
one of the albums for one of the artists that I've had on the show, and they had a new album. They're from Germany, and they also play live and do everything live, and they gave me a whole, version of their vinyl album, and it's they're like, this is, we have these ones that we are pressing, and this is the special one, the white one. All right.
yeah, good, good. Yeah. And I'm collector too. I got Holipa vinyls and I play vinyls. I love the culture.
Yeah, I love vinyl. Yes, I would have shown you though. I'm trying to. I know it's somewhere here. Before we end the conversation, I'll show it to you. So, so with the album, which is Brixton in Love, that you did and produced, that was produced by the legendary, Dennis Bovell, in London.
Yeah.
So, how has been that journey now? How has been the reception with this new evolution of what Javier Alerta is at the moment?
Well, I think is the like the how the people receive the album and the music and the project is very good because we are like with the fortune of to receive the feedback of the people and talk with the people about not just the album, about the music in general, our new music, and the message is very important because when I sing, the people like want to listen. Oh wow, and that is very important for me. Of course, the music and the beat, but the message that
Message.
we want to spread is very important because it's a conscious message. It's like a very coming from our heart and trying to give something to the people because like I told you before, right now the music of today is the production is good and the everything and the marketing and everything, but the lyrics, my
Yeah.
lord, crazy. The lyrics is just talking very bad about the woman,
Yeah.
just like objects and things.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
so, wow. So I try to put my efforts in the message.
Yeah.
And we know that Jamaican are the owners of the reggae, but with all the respect, we try to put all our passion to try to play good reggae like Jamaicans. See? Of course, like we talked before, I got my Colombian influence, Latino influence, and thing. And in this album, we got this influence too. I got two. This album is just 5 tunes, five side A side and five dubs B side. And for example, one of the tunes called "Mujer," woman, is like that got like a little like salsa, like
Salsa.
song, it's very beautiful. And other call it "Como la tinta en tu piel" is talking about like the ink upon your skin. It's a romantic tune, but got this thing like bolero, like something like you can define. Of course, got the reggae, but like the way that I sing is different. So got something. And when we performed that music in London, the people was, wow,
Yeah.
yeah. So it was very beautiful. And and that's the beauty of the music that we can express. The music no got limits, and we no got limits. Like I told you, I'm from Colombia. I'm like a Colombian Colombian citizen, but the reggae is my expression, and we try to put the best all over the world because it's not our feelings. It's a, is the culture. It's a big culture around, very big culture around. And I want to let you know a thing. Since long time, I got the opportunity to get like a relation with Damian Marley. I work with him in three different projects, audiovisual projects, three different videos for him. My Sweet Lord, Wise Men, and Quien Dijo Miedo. And I've been with him whole heap of times. I see how he handled the situation, not like performer or musician, but like the mind of the things. I went into the cruise different times.
Oh yeah, the Jamrock.
For me, yeah, and for me, it's like a big university. All the time when I be with him and with his crew, is whole heap of teachings with me. And for me, I got whole heap of gratitude with Damian Marley and with Dan Dalton, his manager, and the whole crew, the musicians, because then received me very good. And he teach me and he spent some time talk with me and taking the time to listen my music and give me some advice and see, so for to try to be better and go. He never give up.
Yeah.
Javier, don't give up. Javier, don't give up. Go. And this is big for me. And I got polypa gratitude, and that's why I want to mention and want to say to you that things because it's very important for me that thing.
Yeah, no, the Family Mali is amazing. I've also had on the on the show I've premiered, I think, how many songs from is Julian Mali, the other brother,
Yeah.
and ironically he works with a lot of Latin producers, and but he still has that Mali thing. The reggae thing is, you'll still feel it in even when he does like a reggae thing, because I've premiered, I think, a few three songs from him, and I've had even him and the manager come on the show. We talked about a little bit of one of the songs and all that. So yeah, the family is amazing.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
great. Very great.
And the Bob Marley jeans, I don't know. I don't know. Everyone sounds like him, almost like him.
You know what? When I've been there in different shows with them, and I what one time I see the whole Marley's performing Siggy, Steve, Damian, Kimani, and Julian. When I close my eyes, it's like
It's like
different.
same person.
Yes, not same, but it's like different ways of. For example, Bob Marley so high,
Yeah,
Bob Marley so angry, Bob
yeah.
Marley so sentimental. So it's like different things. But when I open, I say, "Oh wow!" So then get he each one of them got its own thing, of course,
Yeah,
but got his father's things too. So it's very beautiful to see how the energy go through the genes and
yeah. Even
crazy.
even the grandsons also
Of
have a
course,
thing.
yeah,
Like what genes are these?
and the granddaughters too.
Yeah, you're the yeah, different type, but shout out to the Mali family. So so what are the plans now? I know you have in May you're going to be having that the showcase to be able to support the culture and have different people within the culture have a platform. But what other plans are you working on in terms of the music, and are there any other are there any tours that you're doing this year?
Well, we still trying to promoting this album, Brixton in Love, because it's very important for us that the people know what we are trying to tell them with this and manifest our life in this album. Is very beautiful production, and we still promoting and promoting and promoting. But in parallel, we are producing new music. And the new music, wicked. It's very wicked. And I got the plan to go to Jamaica and do some things over there in Jamaica. Yesterday, I got a very great meeting with a very, very, very great producer in Jamaica. So the plan is to focus in this new thing and maybe go between June or July and produce minimum EP for 4 songs beginning. And but you never know.
Yeah.
But you never know. But right now we got 11. Right now we got 11 new demos with a few of them. I'm trying patois, singing patois. And of course, like I told you before, trying to be focusing at spread good lyrics and
Yeah, message.
give to the people the good message, talking about love, of course, like a self-love and self-compromise. And of course, the geopolitical things, the social things, see, about the social crucial things that happen right now in Colombia. See, about the Rastafari too. So we are preparing this thing, and it's very, very, very reggae, very, very Jamaican influence. I think this got more reggae than the other production I do.
No, that's amazing. Definitely looking forward to that. Uh, Guys, the Xtreme BPM. So of the album, what are we playing? Two songs that we are playing off the album. Which ones are those?
Well, please play Spiritual Time and Brixton in Love.
I love Brixton in Love. You know, I told you before even we started the interview.
It's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. And you know what? This, for example, Brixton in Love and Spiritual Time, we composed that tunes in London.
Yeah.
The other 3 songs we prepared from Colombia, and we got already like, but the other Spiritual Time and Brixton in Love, we compose and write and everything over there in London. So that's why very, very well, amazing, because was to try to catch the energy of the moment, the teachings of Dennis,
Yeah.
and the whole things happen around that travel, because was not easy. Travel from Colombia to London is expensive. In that moment, we got the opportunity to receive the help from our brethren over there in London. So it was good. And the final thing, the final result is a very beautiful thing. So nice for us. Very nice for us. Holy gratitude. Holy gratitude.
No, very very amazing. And guys, if you have a chance, go and watch the video on YouTube. It's on Javier's YouTube. Go watch that Brixton in Love performance. Okay, where you said where did you perform that?
In Brixton?
Yeah, Brixton in Love, the performance that I was talking about, where it was amazing, and I watched it several times.
Don't know.
There is a video on YouTube where you performed that in the theater.
Yeah. That is nice. That show is nice. That show is nice, and the whole show is on the internet, but not in my channel, in other channel. But we are trying to put different and upload in the thing. But
Yeah.
the video clips of our tunes are very beautiful too. We are doing everything like independent with our nails and trying to in everything. Very beautiful, very beautiful. And you know what? This year, I got the opportunity to release 3 different singles too with different producers. Then from Madrid, Spain. One of these tunes is called Gaza Philly, because I'm talking about the Gaza war.
Yeah.
And the Philadelphia drug thing, the fentanyl.
Oh, fentanyl, yeah.
So this tune is very conscious. Gaza Philly is right now in platforms. And the other tune is Rise Up Ghetto Youth, produced in Madrid. It's very beautiful tune too, because
I listen to
I,
that.
I say to the people, hey, rise up ghetto youths,
Yeah.
chant for freedom now, chant for freedom now. Very beautiful. I sing in Patois, or trying. And the other tune is called Solo Tu. It's like a self love. And this is like new things that I'm doing, like in parallel, working with other producers and combination with other brethren, and trying to continue, the culture.
Yeah, oh, no, that's amazing. Javier, thank you so much for joining us today on the show. I had an amazing time learning about, your journey, how you're able to build this from Colombia all the way to, world stages and festivals and across the world, you know, taking this music thing and going back to Colombia and creating a platform where you're able to uplift the culture still, and you're still doing it at the moment. So, guys, the brand new album, Brixton in Love, coming in from Javier Alerta. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Very good.
Okay, and go check that out. That's available. The vinyl edition, guys, it's already sold out. That is not available. So unless he does some pressing later on, maybe you'll get that. But the original, hand cut, you're not getting that at the moment. Limited edition, that was sold out. But go to streaming platforms, you'll be able to check out the album and listen to the music. And shout outs to you and the band. Great having you on the show today. Guys, the Xtreme BPM, E-Jazz Radio and E-Jazz Extra, that's where you are at. And we shall be back when we are back. Until next time, we are playing two songs of the album, and then we shall continue with the regular programming on E-Jazz Radio and E-Jazz Extra.
Give thanks, my love. Give thanks for the opportunity. Give thanks for your people, for your audience. Love Africa. I love Africa. I hope soon go to Africa and perform over there.
Yeah. And
Give thanks, my love.
And shout outs to Stampede too for creating the connection and making this happen. So, yeah, that's amazing. So, guys, until next time, absolutely nothing left for you.